Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Allow the silence to envelop you like an ancient veil. Feel it. Something tonight brought you here, an inexplicable impulse, as if invisible hands had guided your digital steps through the labyrinth of the web, to a point outside of time, where ancestral whispers wait for the right listener. This is not just another video. This is a silent ritual, a threshold between the visible world and secrets that have never echoed in the ears of the unsuspecting. Here, under the cold lights of the modern world, pulses an invisible temple, a secret chamber within the digital vastness, reserved for those who have already sensed the restlessness of latent power in every word, every glance, every silence. Recall the moments when your voice failed, when you were overshadowed by arrogant presences, when you felt the shadow of anonymity covering you. Now feel the chill down your spine, for this is the herald of change. What I am about to reveal does not belong to public forums or halls of vanity, but to the underground where true initiates are forged, souls who know there is a forbidden science behind influence, a hidden web in every gesture, every intonation, every pause charged with meaning. Ask yourself, what were you seeking as you crossed this night? Recognition? Respect? The ability to transform the mundane into the immortal through the force of your presence? Open your ears, the codes are in the air. In the conjuring of this digital invocation, you are more than a mere spectator, you are a candidate for the lineage of those who move crowds without making a sound, those who tear down walls raised by ego without ever raising their voice. The secret will be whispered only to those who remain attentive, to those who dare to cross the darkness of the ordinary in search of true mastery. Do you have the courage to advance? Then listen. The ritual begins now. What I am about to reveal is not a cheap trick or a manual of manipulation, but the 5 archetypal formulas that, when spoken in depth, unlock the gates of the unconscious, plant seeds in the fertile soil of another, and create invisible bonds of trust, empathy, and respect. These 5 keys are not meant for control. They are meant to connect. They are the arts of those who truly appreciate the human experience and know that real presence touches places where the ordinary eye never ventures. If you apply them, you will notice, the right words are maps not only into another's mind but even deeper, into their heart. Very few truly deserve to penetrate this arsenal, wanderer of occult paths. For countless eras, these patterns were never given to the common light, but passed down as relics, whispered from master to apprentice, preserved by guardians who swore never to profane the power of these keys of the word. Today, you are one of the rare few summoned to true learning, to understand that the word is not just sound, but a sacred bridge capable of crossing abysses of misunderstanding and engraving direct transformation in the invisible. Never invoke such formulas out of vanity. If your presence is true, each of them will resonate like a hidden seal, the other will feel your sincerity before even understanding it rationally, and will open up almost without realizing it. By mastering these 5 keys, you will enter the circle reserved for those who know not only the secret of making themselves heard, but of hearing the hidden whisper at the heart of every encounter. Wield them as blades of truth, never as tools of deception. If you feel the call echoing within, prove your presence, like this video and write the word Veritas in the comments, so that true initiates may recognize one another, even while the whole world sleeps. From the Sumerian tablets to the hermetic sigils of the Egyptian courts, the great enchanters knew the power of the right phrases. Orators like Demosthenes, thinkers like Confucius, leaders like Cleopatra, counselors like Lao Tzu, all understood that the human mind opens through universal portals: listening, validation, provocation, belonging, and inspiration. No matter the time or culture, the right words change destinies, halt wars, ignite passions, and divert betrayals. The 5 formulas I will unveil are daughters of this uninterrupted stream of wisdom. Take a deep breath. As you hear them, you will recognize echoes of moments when your life was changed by a single phrase spoken or received. Prepare to cross a threshold reserved only for those who seek more than empty formulas. Here, I unveil not mere sentences, but 5 ancestral keys, extracted from the grimoires of hidden orders, forged by word magicians and refined over centuries by alchemists of the psyche. Each word, when spoken with intention and authenticity, acts as an energetic seal that penetrates the layers of another, activating secret arches of connection, affinity, and transformation. First key, true recognition. Few beings feel truly seen in their essence. When you look beyond social masks and find an authentic trait, you leave the shadows of the superficial behind. I recommend that you say, I notice how much you dedicate yourself to. Name a real and less obvious point, something that is rarely noticed. There is an almost mystical power in being a true witness to another. This kind of recognition is rare, it breaks down emotional walls and has the potential to initiate a bond as deep as an initiation. Second key, the mirror of aspiration. The old treatises of secret fraternities taught, one who reveals genuine admiration awakens feelings of belonging and security, weaving a hidden bond of mutual learning. Speak. There is something in you that I admire and would like to learn. Here, you make your presence an invitation for the other to grow, and in doing so, they will desire to keep your energy close. We are remembered not only for what we give, but for how much we inspire. Third key, compassionate vulnerability. The initiates understand, revealing our humanity is an alchemical act. When you confess, without pretense. I confess that, at times, I also feel. Bring up a fear, doubt, or mistake similar to the others. You activate the mechanism of mirrored empathy. True power lies in the courage to bare oneself. Every emotional armor dissolves before this rite of vulnerability. Fourth key, the invitation to mystery. Curiosity is a portal to subtle realms. By admitting ignorance and asking the other to reveal their world, you create space for them to discover themselves in your presence. Try. I had never thought of it this way. Could you explain where your perspective comes from? This is where you enter the secret domains of the other's mind. Occult leaders have always valued mystery, for they know every being longs to be unveiled. Fifth key, the call to dream. The order of the Imagineers perpetuated this axiom: questions create portals where commands raise walls. Ceremoniously, ask. If nothing were impossible, what would you wish to transform or create right now? In this moment, the other associates your presence with freedom, inspiration, and infinite possibilities. You plant seeds of new worlds in fertile soil, and the other's mind opens to your influence like never before. Do not underestimate the power of these keys. Used with a pure heart, they will place you among the silent masters who, with a single phrase, can move souls and touch the invisible. It must be said without hesitation, these phrases are not mere incantations, they hold no power without the strength of your gesture. They only reveal their true impact when spoken with eyes firmly meeting the others, your voice in harmony with the rhythm of your heart, open posture, and the rare art of genuine listening. Hollow words, spoken automatically, are empty, but, infused with your true presence, they become instruments of transformation. Turn to true recognition whenever you notice a soul devalued or suffocated by indifference. With a simple gesture, you lift someone out of oblivion. Apply the mirror of aspiration in the battlefields of relationships. When you detect tension or competition, break the cycle by expressing real admiration. In this way, rivalry converts into mutual respect. On the thin line of conflicts, invoke compassionate vulnerability, reveal your humanity, confess a real mistake or fear. The other's pride dissolves before your courage to be genuine. During interviews, negotiations, or intimate relations, unleash the invitation to mystery. Make the other feel like an explorer of their own universe, a rare privilege, which few have the sensitivity to offer. Finally, when the conversation turns to the future or to projects, don't hesitate, use the call to dream. When you are the gateway to new possibilities, you are recorded in the other's memory as a source of light and inspiration. Try it now. Put each key into practice and observe. Walls fall, old traumas dissolve, the doors that once seemed sealed gradually begin to open before your attentive eyes. If any of these phrases has ever changed a relationship in your life, or if you felt the immediate impact of a true presence, like this video and comment the word echo. That way, we'll know these truths have created real resonance, and that you've begun to walk the path of those who transform destinies with the power of living words. Remember how many times you were marked by small phrases, negative or positive. Recall, in your work, how many doors opened after being truly seen, heard, or questioned. Notice the friends who remain in your life because, at some point, you openly admired them or listened with your heart. In love, in friendships, in struggles, the human mind is like a fortress, but every fortress has a secret door, given to those who know how to reach deep. If any of these phrases has ever changed something for you, share your experience in the comments. Other souls may learn from your example. Psychology confirms. The recognition effect releases endorphins and opens empathetic channels. Authentic vulnerability instantly increases rapport. Open questions and invitations to dream stimulate the so-called conversational flow state. Studies on charisma prove that the greatest leaders are mirrors, never walls. The Bible, Tao Te Ching, Sufi treatises, Gnostic Gospels, all point to the power of words as the key to psychic transformation. Daily recognition ritual. Each day, choose someone and practice recognizing something genuine about them, even something small. Observe their reaction. Mirror of inspiration. List 3 people around you. Ask each one something you would love to learn from them. Vulnerability exercise. Share with someone a mistake or fear you are facing. Watch the change in the other's eyes. Understanding, not judgment, will arise. Mystery question. In your next conversations, replace judgments with curious questions about the other's unique perspective. Call to dream. In closing conversations, remember to invite your interlocutor to dare to imagine something grand, with only you. Record these experiences in an intuitive journal. Little by little, you'll feel your presence becoming magnetic and your true influence expanding. If these words have awakened a spark of possibility within your soul, don't hesitate, like this video right now. This simple gesture will be your symbolic commitment to become a presence that transforms every environment you enter, radiating silent and authentic influence. If you know someone who needs to learn how to communicate with more depth and truth, share this video. Perhaps you are the messenger who will bring a turning point in another seeker's journey. I invite you to subscribe to this channel now. Here, every week, I reveal a new key, hidden teachings to expand your mind, emotional power, and connection with both the visible and invisible worlds around you. And if you have already experienced the power of any of these phrases, or if you have felt the magic of transformative communication in your own life, write your story in the comments. The more we share these experiences, the more we activate the current of secret knowledge. The power only grows when it leaves the shadows and gains a collective voice. Return whenever you need guidance or inspiration. Your word is your instrument of power. Use it with reverence, and you'll see the universe open doors, synchronize encounters, and sow unexpected miracles along your path. May your voice be light where there is shadow. May your presence dissolve distances and build bridges where few can reach. Until the next write. Until the next secret. Subscribe now and become part of this fraternity of seekers of true power.